All right, hello everybody. Good Monday morning to you. Hope you had a good weekend, a good Sunday night. Let's do an update on our wintry weather situation we have coming our way tonight and heading into Tuesday morning. Last night's snow thankfully did not drop much more than a coating as expected. We did not have too many problems on the roads this morning, but it could be kind of a different situation as we get up and around Tuesday morning. First things first, let's look at the watch warning advisory map this morning. Everywhere where you see purple here, that's a winter weather advisory. That includes our entire television viewing area. That winter weather advisory goes into effect after sunset this evening and takes us through midday on Tuesday. Now, during the daylight hours today, it looks like a pretty quiet day actually, and clouds are going to hang tough. Maybe there's a few peaks of sun here and there, but actually we're kind of between systems here. Our little bit of snow is pushed off to the east from last night. We're in a break now, and then tonight's snow is just getting its act together off to our west. So let's talk about timing and talk about amounts and impacts and all that good stuff. Let's show you our highest resolution model simulated radar again through the daylight hours. Fine. You'll get home from work fine this evening if you're a 9 to 5 kind of a worker and you're going to be on the roads at 5, even 6 o'clock this evening, no problems. Now by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, precipitation is going to push back in. As this pushes back in, it's going to be primarily snow in most of the area, although I do suspect that south of 224, kind of in this zone, there's probably going to be some sleet for a time mixed in. It's more pure snow as you get up into the northern half of Mahoning County into Trumbull and Mercer counties as well. So, once you're south of 224, not only when the stuff arrives initially, but through the overnight, those are your locations that have the highest risk of seeing some sort of a potpourri of precipitation. All precipitation types are going to be on the table, especially in areas from, say, Salem and Columbiana and Newcastle south, East Palestine, Rogers, Unity, down to East Liverpool, Lisbon, Salineville, etc. Those are the places that have the highest risk of seeing freezing rain, and there's probably going to be sleet for a good chunk of the night, maybe even some plain rain if temperatures get a little above freezing late tonight and into early Tuesday morning. So those are the places that have the highest risk of seeing just everything. The farther north you are, the more snow and sleet mix there'll be, and then if you're far enough north, it'll probably just be 100% snow in the northern part of Trumbull and northern Mercer. Once you get down into southern Trumbull and into Mahoning County, especially northern Mahoning County, you're probably going to hear some sleet pellets mixed in with this overnight, and that includes also southeastern and southern Mercer County. So over towards New Wilmington and then over towards Grove City and up into Mercer, I do think you'll see kind of a mixed bag through there as well. Now this will taper off and wind down Tuesday morning during the daylight hours. Still some mixed precipitation early in parts of the area, some snow, some sleet, maybe some freezing drizzle still out there. Especially, again, highest risk of that freezing rain, freezing drizzle will be south of 224. And by 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're tapering off to flurries, and this should finally be gone by about noon on Tuesday. So, again, I put out this map last night. The only thing I would change here, I would probably drag the mix line a little bit farther to the north to include maybe up to Youngstown, Sebring, Beloit, heading over towards Hubbard. And I think you're probably going to have some sleet trying to mix in Grove City to Mercer, New Wilmington, and perhaps even as far north as Sharon and West Middlesex as well. Again, mostly just all snow up here, but more mixing in the middle of our viewing area, and then a real wintry mix going back and forth between all types of precipitation once you're down into this zone. And that's also why the snow accumulations in that zone will be lowest. Here's our snow map. 1 inch to 2 or 3 for Trumbull and Mercer and a good chunk of Mahoning, but you're going to be hard-pressed to see more than 1 inch once you're down in here in this mix zone, where everything's just going to be largely wet and potentially a little bit icy with the higher risk of freezing rain and sleet. Now, this 1 to 3 zone, a reminder that doesn't mean 3 everywhere in that blue area. The more sleet you see, the more mixing you see, you're definitely going to be the lower end, towards the lower end of the range. And again, your highest risk of that would be closer to the edge of our coating to 1 inch range and 1 to 3 inch range border. So don't think because you're in the blue zone you're automatically getting 3 inches out of this tonight. You could very well be closer to the inch if you get a whole lot of sleet and even some freezing rain. So impacts on the roads. Conditions should go downhill a bit this evening, heading through the overnight and even early Tuesday morning. So I think conditions will be certainly worse tomorrow morning than they were this morning as a result of our just little coating of snow we had in some spots last night. So be prepared for some slow roads tomorrow morning, some slow travel. Could be some school adjustments. Not an expert in that area. That's, of course, up to your school administration. But with this kind of weather, I wouldn't be surprised if we had some delays tomorrow morning. And things will get better by the afternoon on Tuesday. And then the rest of the week, cold for a couple of days, but smooth sailing in the last few days before the final weekend of the season before Christmas. Hard to believe Christmas is coming up in just 9 days. All right, we'll have updates throughout the day from Emily, from Andrew, myself. I'll see you this evening on 21 News at 6 and 11, and have a great Monday.